I'm Camp Davy Crockett.
I'm Hayden.
And I'm Zeth.
And I'm Judy.
And welcome to the Camp Davy Chronicles.
Well, guys, we just finished week 1 of summer camp.
Right? I can't scream. My voice is shot.
Well, it's also not. It feels. It's more when like all of staff is here and we can all go like together. It feels more appropriate. I don't know. But it's just the three of us.
It's true.
I don't know.
So
there's also all the people listening.
That's true.
So I bet they all just cheered because week 1 was so great.
I'm sure we got a pity clap from Judy, and that's what matters. So we were just talking about before we started that we the shirts that we were wearing, and so I think we should address that.
Okay.
And so you're wearing this year's director shirt,
yes, which I think is much nicer looking than the staff shirt with the maroon lettering. Which I don't care for the same reason as JD. Just aesthetically, I think this looks better.
Right, that's true. Yeah. And then I'm wearing this is actually your shirt. I don't know if you.
Okay.
This is the one that you gave me because you gave me the 2 green ones.
Yes.
And so this is
You can't just say you for listeners. They don't know who you're talking to.
Sorry. This is Judy's shirt.
Yes.
That you gave to me. So I guess it's my
okay. It's a 2020 staff shirt.
Yeah. And then you've got a Hawaiian shirt on. But see, because I normally wear a Hawaiian shirt because it's like the thing to do on Wednesday night, or not Wednesday nights. Thursday nights. And then today, which is Saturday. But I only brought one this week and I played volleyball in it. I know, it's kind of gross.
Speaking of which.
Yeah, staff won the volleyball. I was so excited when we did that.
Me too.
It's been a while since we've won a week 1 volleyball game, but this year we were able to do it, so that means we're setting off in a good direction.
Absolutely. You better watch out, Scoutmasters, if you're coming in future weeks of this summer or future years. Watch out, we'll beat you.
That's
at
true.
Volleyball.
Yeah, you gotta
be specific on what you're going to beat. Give them that.
Well, how's your week been, Judy?
Eventful.
Okay.
Yes. First week's always somebody's running around like crazy trying to find their supplies, and
that was me.
Oh yeah, that's true. You're in charge. So first, just tell us what you do. What's your life here at camp?
I am the business manager.
Okay.
So I take care of all the program supplies. You all turn in your supply list, your needs to me, and then trading post. And then the dining hall. So
all the business.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
sense. All that.
Okay. Business director.
That's why they call it that. Okay.
Yes.
Well, that makes sense. That is your radio call sign is business.
Yes.
Yes, that's true.
So the first week's always hectic because, so-and-so forgot to pick up their batteries and so-and-so forgot their rockets or whatever.
That's like the biggest part of the
We have a
mailbag.
zillion rockets in the program closet. We weren't hurting for those. Although, anyway, we didn't really get them set up in time, and Hayden helped us get them set up on Thursday morning, the day that they were going to launch them. But it worked.
But
fine.
hey, next week they're going to be super prepared for it. Which it's weird. So like, it never gets unhectic. I don't know why we always say that the first week's a hectic week, because I feel like every time I talk to Judy, she's like, "This is crazy."
The first week is a different kind of hectic.
Right.
It's the first time that we've done all these things and we're trying to figure things out, that there are oversights that have been made that we didn't think about and whatever, and we were trying to smooth it all out. But despite all the craziness, I won't necessarily say always, but we almost always managed to figure it out right in the nick of time to where it works smoothly and the campers never would have known.
They never know that we messed up.
Yeah. Well, now they do.
Oh, man, dang it. Told you we shouldn't have made a podcast.
Yeah. So, I forgot where I was going with that.
Well,
yep.
I just want to say that this has been a really special week of camp, and we had a lot of great special troops here, and it was sad to see them go. And we miss you guys already.
It's true. We were talking about that earlier about seeing troops go and how upsetting it can be sometimes. And I think last night, so we had a bunch of troops leave last night. Mm-hmm. And I think Judy has a funny story that you should tell about losing something.
Last night?
Last night, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not say who it was.
Okay. So last night or yesterday afternoon, we had a troop that was leaving last night after campfire, and they were going on a travel bus.
Right.
So
It's after dark.
After dark.
Yeah.
So one of our staffers had loaded up the War Pig, the truck, and the trailer, and had all their had all their foot lockers loaded and strapped down, and backed it up like towards chapel to get it out of the way.
Right.
So the bus is here, the scouts are loading, and the scoutmaster comes in and he's like, "Where's our trailer?" And I said, "It's in the parking lot." And he said, "No, it's not." And I said, "I'm pretty sure it is." And so then he was like, "Can you move the trailer?" And I'm like, "No." How do you expect me to move the trailer?
But it was funny. You came over the radio calling for program, and all you said was that there is a troop in the parking lot that has lost their trailer. And we all kind of just turned around and was like, "How do you lose a trailer?"
In the parking lot.
Yeah.
At dark.
Yeah.
To be fair, it would be easier to lose it at dark than in the day.
Yeah, and also in their defense, the person that had went and driven it up there did hide it, so that way other people wouldn't mess with it. So they just hid it really well.
Wow.
So,
they just didn't tell me where they hid it.
It's honestly really impressive. Yeah. I mean, good job, whoever.
I mean, to be able to hide an entire camp vehicle and a trailer, I mean, that's good hiding skills.
Hide it from yourself.
Yeah.
Or I guess it wasn't the same person. If it was the same person that parked it and he didn't know where it was, that would be really impressive.
So then after we talked to the bus driver, and the bus driver wants to move, can he move? And then here comes our staffer. I'm here. I can move the truck and trailer. So
is that boring?
Yeah.
He's not even a staff.
Honorary. I thought the whole night was funny. And then campfires were great this week. Yeah, I enjoyed those thoroughly. Dale said it and JD said it, and if you were there, you would have said it.
Thank you. I was in the office being a business director.
Okay.
But the first campfire, the staff one, I think went really good. And I don't want to brag on myself or anything, but I'm going to. Yeah. The way that we light campfires now is just, I love it. I love seeing it, and it's all fun. We have 2 campfires this year, one on each side, and so that I've always wanted that, and it's awesome.
Because there's no cannon anymore.
Yep.
Because they changed the rules about that.
Yeah, that is kind of sad. But
we're doing it safely.
Right. Yes. Yep. Everything's safe and to the books, and so it's awesome.
Yeah. And hey, twice the campfire, double the fun.
Exactly. That's actually kind of true. I feel like the both campfires were enjoyable.
Yeah, very. We had a great skit. We had plenty of great skits from the Scouts last night, Friday night, and there was one in particular that was like making fun of the staff administrative notes. You weren't there. Judy wasn't there. No. You didn't get to see it.
She was too busy trying to track down a trailer.
It was. I don't know how to describe it adequately to do it justice. You had to be there. It was.
If you've ever seen announcements, just imagine that, but funny. That's the best description.
Funny that made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And also, I have to say, I like having a cup here. I think we should talk about these.
We've got the leaders mugs.
Yeah, you got to turn the non-grape.
Yeah.
You got the actual logo out.
So leaders mugs this year, the Scoutmasters get these from the troops. They are gray with the orange logo on them, just like our hats.
Yeah. I just cup form.
Noticed that it matches our hats.
Yep,
it's cool.
And it only took you all week to realize.
Well, I haven't been looking at the mugs all week. I just pulled them out of the closet like an hour ago. So
yeah, and this cup will get you unlimited free coffee from the dining hall.
That's true. Wait,
and from the quartermaster.
Well, yeah, you're already yeah
exactly.
Everything's free at the dining hall. You paid for it when you paid to get here.
But they ask that you bring your cup to fill up.
Right. You can't just drink the coffee straight out of the machine.
Even though I'm sure some of these Scoutmasters would.
Probably needed it this morning.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But they're very nice mugs. And it's nice to have mugs here in the studio on the table. It makes us feel like a professional radio talk show or something.
Yeah.
Because, they always have mugs.
That's true. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every show has mugs. It's weird, but also kind of cool.
Yeah, maybe we should get Camp TV Chronicles mugs. We can put a sticker on the other side.
Yeah.
And turn it that way.
Turn it away.
Yeah. Be a great idea.
If you start shooting confetti, then you can cover up your cup.
We don't normally shoot confetti on the podcast.
That's why she said start shooting.
Yeah.
Maybe that needs to be our new investment. Oh my gosh. We need to talk about that. So we were talking about cowboy action, and you and Dorn, our honorary staff member, came up with an idea. We got to discuss this idea.
What?
Or you want me to tell?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what cowboy action, right? It's the whole cowboy thing, and so
that's why it's called cowboy action,
right? Yeah. And so they wanted to get horses there, but it's taking care of a real horse is kind of a lot.
Yeah.
And so they wanted to get one of the like carnival rides that just rocked back and forth,
or the one that goes round and round. Yeah.
And put it out there and for people to ride.
That would be fun.
We could start taking donations.
That's true. We could. But for every $1, you can get half a horse at the cowboy action range.
I don't know. Those things might cost more than $2.
That's
Probably.
true.
What do you, as a business manager, what's your professional
They
opinion?
actually looked into it.
We've actually found one.
Oh, okay. How much does it cost?
$3,200.
So if
How many followers do you have?
if one of you sends in $31,990 and the other one sends in $1.
Yeah, honestly, I'll pledge right now. If a listener sends $31.99, I will provide the last $1.
But yes, we found it on Marketplace.
Wow.
Did Clayton help you?
No, Clayton wasn't in on this one.
Clayton's a professional marketplace looker.
Yeah.
He could maybe find one cheaper.
That's true. Maybe put him on it.
Apparently, that's how he goes to bed at night. Is scrolling through Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, Clayton. So I'm just saying, none of your staff has gotten staff of the week, so mine's better. Obviously.
Oh man,
Clayton.
Who's Clayton?
Clayton Carr got from Shooting Sports. I don't know if you knew that.
The archery instructor.
Yeah, the archery instructor got staff of the week for both ROTC weeks, and then dining hall, the entirety of dining hall, which is well deserved. I mean, they've been killing it this week. Got staff of the week for week 1.
Congratulations.
Yeah, to all of you. I don't know how many of that dining hall there are.
4.
But okay.
It was
is that counting Cypress?
Yeah, Cypress, Graham, Maggie, and Hunter.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the 10 ladies in the dining hall.
Oh wow, they all got it.
I don't know. But the problem is, for staff of the week, your reward is supposed to be that you can sleep in one night the next week.
But they can't.
Dining hall has to get up earlier than anyone else.
Imagine if they slept in. It would be chaotic.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So
or maybe don't tell them. Just
they were there at campfire. They heard.
Well, no, but like the dining hall ladies.
No.
And Caleb. You can't forget Caleb. Dining hall ladies and Caleb.
Oh, right.
So it's a group.
Yeah.
We can't let them sleep in.
Yeah, no.
Maybe our dining hall staff can get something else, but not sleep in.
Yeah, give them like a biscuit or something. You get an extra biscuit on your mouth.
No, extra hash rounds.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, that's better. Or extra cheddar rounds if we get those. We haven't had them yet.
Oh yeah, speaking of food, we're supposed to be having the sweet and sour. No, that's not what it's called. Cherry blossom chicken.
Yeah,
but a different kind, so it might be different. Like next
sauce,
week 2. Yeah.
Oh boy, week 2. They're already here when this comes out. With the week 2 scouts are already here.
Yeah, so maybe, and we should have menus up on the TVs by next week.
That's what you promised. You
promised
that
in
last
ROTC.
Summer. And all last summer, you said you were going to put Bacon Man up, like on our first episode with John Vaughn, and then you never did.
I might make it happen.
You heard it here 50th time, folks.
There's a strong maybe. Yeah, you get busy. I don't know if you guys are busy ever.
Nope.
No.
And you lose track of time. It's hard to go up there and sit in the office and talk to Judy for multiple hours in a day. That's what I'm normally doing.
That's why at 4:30 this morning I realized I had not ordered ice cream for tomorrow night's OA social. Ice cream social.
Or yesterday night's OA social. Because this comes out on Monday.
Okay, last night's over. But have no fear.
There was ice cream there last night. I'm predicting.
It is.
From the past.
It will be.
Okay. Anyway, speaking of ice cream, I had many snake adventures this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it has nothing to do with ice cream.
Yeah,
I missed that. Yes.
So here's my toy snake again. This week we did not see any copperheads. So
wow,
that was nice. But there were quite a few black rat snake encounters. So the first day that I got here, literally as soon as I pulled in and got out of the car with my Taco Bell in hand, JD came up to me and said, Jerry's radioing for you. And I was like, okay. So I had Dylan guard my Taco Bell, which he did very well.
Good job,
and then had to run to elk, and Jerry had already caught the snake that was in one of the cabins, and I moved it into the woods. And then I think it might have been the same snake because I moved it in the woods near raccoon shelter. And later that week, there was a snake in the raccoon shelter closet. And Dylan was calling me on the phone, and there's not good signal. So we called back and forth like 3 times before I got him. And he said, there's a snake in here and it's really aggressive and I need you to get it out. And so I went and got a glove and a cooler and the grabby thing, you know, the trash grabber.
Yeah, like a professional snake.
Yeah. And I got it out and put it in the cooler and brought it further into the woods and then released it again.
We need to get like little bow ties or something to put on them so that way we know if we've caught them before.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just a bunch of snakes slithering around with little bow ties?
Little mini staff hats.
Oh, yes. There you go.
That'd be cool.
No, but the best snake adventure was on Thursday, I think, with Randy in the Pines shower house.
Oh, I hear he's the world record Olympic holder of snake wrangling.
So the funny thing is Earl and Randy have a skit at the Monday night campfire where they're snake wrangling, right? Okay. So I was walking between my program areas to check on my staff, and Earl and Randy drove the golf cart behind me. They went to Gray Squirrel to do a campsite inspection, you know?
Yes, they did.
And then I'm in the STEM center with Kit and her chess class, and I hear a radio, and Randy is calling Earl, and he doesn't say like the call signs. He just says, "Hey, Earl," on the radio, and then I hear Earl say, "Yeah," and then there's nothing, and it's another minute, and then I hear assistant commissioner to commissioner, and then he says, "Go for commissioner," and then again there's nothing. Then he says, "Assistant commissioner to ecology." I'm like, "Oh no, what?" He just saw me, so he knew I was close by. And I respond, and he said, it is staticky. I'm in the STEM center, so it messes up the radio signal. So maybe that's why I didn't hear the other stuff. But I hear bathroom and snake. And so I go up the hill, and Earl's walking toward the shower house. And Randy's radioing him from inside the bathroom. Like, there's a snake between me and the door. I can't get out. And then Earl says, "Which one are you in?" And he says, "The one with the wooden door." And he says, "There's 4 of them." Which one? And so then the one that's right there nearest to us, the door starts rattling like he's shaking the doorknob, which means he can reach the door, but he doesn't want to step. And then so we start walking towards it, and then the door opens and he runs out and shuts the door again. He managed to get around it. And then he said, "There's a snake in there. There's a snake in there. You got to go get it." I'm like, okay. I'll check. And he opens the door and he says, "It's behind the door." And I peer very slowly around the door, like on the off chance it might be a copperhead. I don't know. Yeah, like I want to see what it is. Then it slithers out. It's just another rat snake. It's a bigger one though, good like 6 feet, maybe 5 feet.
Oh, gosh.
5 feet. And it slithers up into the shower. And so I go grab a stick to try to pick it up on, because I don't have my professional gear with me.
Cooler.
Yeah. But I should be able to hook it on a stick. So I try one time, and it goes into the defensive, "Hey, get out of my face" position.
Oh,
where it can like,
is that the one?
Yeah, like this, like the where it could like try to strike at the stick. And then Randy's like, hold on. I want to take a picture of it. And so he stands in the doorway to take a picture of the snake. He takes a picture. It's still in the defensive position. Okay? Right. And he says, "Okay, now go ahead." Still standing in the doorway. And so I try to poke it again, and it immediately just darts straight toward the doorway, charges him, and he almost falls over backwards. He's so scared. And then it went out about his way, and it was fine. He took another picture of it outside. Yeah. And then I got a picture of him posing behind it.
Oh, so we're gonna post that?
Yeah, I'll post that picture. It's great fun.
I have a better snake story.
Oh man, really? Is this the snake story?
This is the snake story.
I want to hear it.
So was it 2 years ago? I think.
Yeah, I think so.
So we're sitting in the office Sunday night, chilling, and there was a phone ringing in the office that we knew was there, but we didn't know it worked. So we didn't know the phone number for it or anything. So it starts ringing, and I answered it, and I said, "Camp David Crockett, may I help you?" And this very excited Scoutmaster says, I'm a Scoutmaster. We're in Black Bear, and there's a snake in my cabin. And I am not the snake wrangler, And so my response was, well, what do you want me to do about it? So Dale and everybody that's in the office could not hear his end of the conversation, and Dale thought I had just blowed off somebody, and I said, I don't do snakes. I'm the business manager. So
yeah, not the snake manager.
No.
Is that the end of the story?
Well, yeah, I didn't go get it.
What happened? She just hung up on him.
Yeah, he's on his own.
I think you sent Dale
Jerry.
Jerry.
Jerry and his professional snake equipment.
Okay.
Went and
Jerry is hilarious sometimes. So we had a wasp nest in the shooting range, and he drove by, and I'd asked him for some wasp spray, and he's like, he did his little like, you don't need wasp spray, and grabbed his grabber and just went in and grabbed it off the ceiling and just threw it out. I was like, what? And then he just walked away. He didn't say anything. And I was like, okay, I guess we don't need wasp spray.
So I guess that's why he went and got the snake.
Yeah.
And then he tried to say that it was outside on the porch, that they brought it to me.
Yeah.
But they did.
Oh, okay. He was messing with you.
They knew better.
Well, speaking of one more snake, okay. This week the TWRA brought me a corn snake to keep in the ecology room, and her name is Amelia, and she's very pretty, and the scouts love her. And did he bring her into the office?
No.
Okay, but he I know when he came up to ecology to meet with me, he said something about the lady in the office that didn't like snakes. So I know he at least talked to you.
Yes, he offered to bring the snake in the office.
How long is this corn snake?
Too long.
Probably between 3 and 4 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's not like a huge snake. How long can corn snakes get?
I don't know exactly. I have to get back to you.
Okay.
But I can post a picture of her too.
Oh, okay. Yep. So I'm trying to think of my other camp story. I had another camp story, but I just can't remember what it was.
From this week?
Yeah, from this week.
I don't know what happened this week. A lot happened this week. I spent most of my time just walking around making sure that everyone had all the stuff they needed, because there was a lot of
there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff that people need.
That needed to go out. I know that like this was my first week teaching like rifle and shotgun merit badge. We did it as a group, and those were really fun to teach. I didn't realize. So I've like sat in on those classes before, but I didn't realize like how much I had just picked up just from being up there doing stuff.
Yeah.
And so like I was like really nervous going into this, because I was like, I've studied all this stuff. I've looked over it. I've done my lesson plans and everything, but I was afraid that I would get up there and just like freeze and then wouldn't be able to teach it. But I felt like I did pretty good, because once I got in there and started, the first couple requirements were a little iffy, but after that I got comfortable and was like, oh, okay, this is easy. So that was all.
Good job.
Yeah.
Well, can I brag a little bit this week?
On me?
No, not necessarily you.
On yourself?
No.
Okay.
On staff.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We practice.
Excluding me and Zach.
Yeah, excluding you too. So we practice our emergency drills.
Of course. And
staff always does an amazing job. Well, unfortunately, this week we had the real drill. We had a lost camper. And within 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was under 5 minutes.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah.
Under 5 minutes, we had found the camper. Staff did amazing, going exactly where they were supposed to go, did exactly what they were supposed to do. Everything turned out fine. It was just misunderstanding.
As it normally is, yeah.
Dale was actually telling us this morning that we went above and beyond, because we lost one camper and we found 3.
Yes.
So there was apparently one scout that was just sleeping in their bunks and missing their classes, and we found him, and they were like,
yeah.
Yes.
Which I don't know that anybody was missing per se. They were more of just misplaced.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as a scoutmaster,
they knew where they were.
Right.
That's usually what it is. It's usually a scoutmaster that doesn't know where which that's why it's important to A, use the buddy system, and B, tell your scoutmasters if you're going to go fishing or something.
Yeah.
And as a scoutmaster, to not be able to put your fingers right there on where every scout is I mean, your heart just stops.
Yeah, if you're using the buddy system, telling your buddy you're going somewhere and then going with that person doesn't help. Make
Right.
sure you tell somebody. Tell somebody else other than that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Code Blues are. You should definitely like practice it, which we do. We did like 5 or 6 Code Blue practices during the staff week, which I'm sure staff loved. I don't think we have to run other places, and so I don't know that anybody loves them, but I mean they're a necessary part to make sure that everybody's safe.
Yeah.
I just don't know why we can't practice more Code Reds.
What were you just?
No.
Where you just go sit down. It's like, oh no,
no, not Code Reds. I don't like Code Reds.
But it's just a drill.
Well, I know, but that means there's bad weather.
Well, no, but it's a drill.
Right, but
I don't like bad weather.
You don't call a Code Red drill and it's bad weather. Just
if it was a Code Red drill, Judy, that means you could just sit inside in there. Oh wait, you already do that. Never mind.
Oh my gosh, don't be mean to Miss Judy.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Sign your paychecks.
I know.
Yeah.
So
wait, don't you like sitting inside in the air conditioning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were talking about bad weather just a second ago before we got rudely interrupted. And so we were sitting down there, and this reminded. So we were doing the Crockett Challenges Friday. This was the story that I wanted to talk about. So we were doing the Crockett Challenges Friday, and there were these group of kids that came, and they were building a tripod because part of our thing was to build a tripod and then launch a trebuchet. I guess you don't launch a trebuchet; you launch a tennis ball with a trebuchet.
Imagine launching a trebuchet on a bigger trebuchet.
Yeah. And so they were sitting there talking, and the first episode or first couple episodes, we had talked about you being here at your first year and being scared that there was a tornado there.
Oh, yeah.
These kids, this entire group of kids, there was probably 5 of them, had the exact same fear of that because they were sitting there, and it was right when we had those like gray clouds that weren't, it wasn't rain clouds, it was just cloudy. Yeah. And they were like, well, a tornado can just spawn anytime. And they were like, one of the kids was like, there's hills here. They don't climb hills. And this other kid very dramatically turned around and goes, they climb everything. And I was like, me and Jeff just kind of looked at each other and was like, well, there's not going to be a tornado. And they were like, have you ever been through a tornado warning? That's scary. And the other kid was like, I've been through a tornado watch. It was like... it was just funny.
Well, tornado warnings can be scary, but about the climbing hills, it actually is a lot less likely to be dangerous here in the mountains than out in the Great Plains. They get really big.
So. A tornado is just like a big top, so it's just going to go back and forth between the mountains.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. But yeah, the mountains, they do help to break them up.
Yeah.
I don't know about climbing, but they're in the sky, so...
I don't know. It was also funny. We had a group that was there that was building a tripod again, and one of the youth came up and was giving his very inspirational speech about like, guys, we've got this, we've done this, blah blah, and like going over everything. And then all of a sudden he comes to the high point of his speech, and he goes, "And I've seen kindergartners do this in PE with hula hoops." And we were like, what? Built trebuchet trebuchet building, and he was like, yeah, with hula hoops.
I wouldn't be surprised. Kindergartners are wild.
Well, I asked him. I was like, well, let us know when the hula hoop part comes up, and he never did. And so, but
okay.
Well, I think we've reached the halfway point.
That's true. Do you want to do word and joke first, or do you want to do the evaluation sheets?
I do evaluations second.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Judy, do you have a word of the day for us?
I do have a word for the day.
Oh boy, I'm so excited. I love words.
Yeah.
The word for the day, hobby horse.
Okay.
Perfect. Do you know what the meaning of hobby horse is?
I do not.
I don't know.
Hobby horse usually refers to a topic that someone dwells on, returning to again and again, especially in conversation. Would you like an example?
Yes.
Yes.
Because you're looking at me like you think I'm crazy, don't you?
Well, that might be unrelated. I don't know.
That's 2. The so-called Curse of the Bambino was a favorite hobby horse of my Red Sox-loving grandfather until the team finally won the World Series in 2004.
Okay. So you would call somebody a hobby horse?
No, you call the thing that they like to think about their hobby horse.
Ah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Like soapbox.
Yeah. So like Facebook Marketplace to Clayton is his hobby horse.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Okay,
Well,
so that's the
cool.
word of the day.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I honestly didn't even realize that was like I just thought that was a word. I didn't realize there was like a whole meaning behind it.
What Hayden, words usually have meanings.
Nope.
No, hobby horse goes round and round,
What, like the carousel horse? Yeah, okay.
Well, see, that's what I assumed.
Is that the joke of the day? That's
All right, that was my word of the day.
Okay.
I like it.
How nice.
Mm.
So, if you're wondering, there was a joke that Judy ran by us. It was about manners, and the punchline of the joke was that there were two ladies sitting on a porch, and they were talking about having manners and stuff. And the punchline was that she was saying how nice to avoid being mean to the other person. And so this Zev just hit Judy with the how nice.
I thought it was a nice word. I did. I'm going to use it now.
Okay. Move on.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the joke?
Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer?
I feel like we told this one like 3 episodes ago.
I don't know.
No.
But I don't remember the punchline.
I think I know the punchline, but I don't want to ruin it. Go ahead.
She kept running away from the ball.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't
Oh,
know the punchline.
I'm
I
sorry.
thought it was because she couldn't keep her shoes on.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Because I remember we had a conversation about which sports would Cinderella be the worst at.
I don't remember that.
It was brief. I don't know. Anyway, it's still a good joke.
Yeah, it is a good joke.
Hey, well, we got the how nice in there for that's the real joke.
Yes, that was the real joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just it was a little bit too long to tell on the podcast.
Yeah. So through the week, if you've never been to summer camp, which you should, we do these things called evaluations. It's just to let the office staff know and anybody else know how the staff and how everything's been going. And so they do a midweek evaluation and they do an end of week evaluation. And so because Judy is in charge of those, we thought it would be a fun little segment to read some of them and read some.
We'll only read the good ones. we really don't get a lot of bad ones.
No, we get complaints because there's critters in the showers.
Yeah,
Sure.
It's probably Randy. He's like, there are too many snakes in the bathroom.
Right.
We get complaints when the 15th person in a row tries to take a shower and there's not hot water.
Oh well.
But that 14th person used all the hot water.
Yes.
I mean, it is, it is unfortunate, but there's only so much you can do when everyone in camp needs to take a shower.
Yeah.
I mean, but anyway.
Or at least we hope everyone in camp takes a shower.
Right.
Yes.
Well, okay. Some of them do at least.
Yeah.
At least a few.
At least
All
15.
Right. Let's see. We'll save this one. Okay, hold on. Where's we picked out the ones we're gonna read. Okay. Hold on. This one. What was that? What was that reading on it?
Is that the one about the preacher?
It is. Okay. This is our first one. This is from Troop 440. One of the sections here was for Vespers service, and they wrote, "Miss you, Chaplain."
Oh.
Good backup plan. Which, if for those of you who don't know, James Sossman, our camp chaplain, is not able to stay the whole summer with us this year. But we've had some good people filling in. Dennis and Earl doing a good job.
Yeah, everything I've heard, they've done awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I just realized when I saw that, because I read some of those. When I saw that and it said Vespers, I thought they were rating our singing on. I was
when
like,
we sing Scout Vespers.
I didn't even think about like the Vesper service that we have like Wednesday and Sunday.
Yeah.
That makes so much more sense.
Yeah, that's what it's
Because
Or maybe James is a better singer than
I'm
staff.
sure.
And
There's no way.
They miss him because he brought it up.
yes,
Right.
yes, he improved it.
But no, because I was reading those and I was like, man, they're rating this fairly high. Like we did that good.
All right, this one from, they crossed out the troop number, so it's anonymous. But they said, Bill is the best. Bill teaching welding.
Oh, I just
yeah. On additional comments, Bill teaches welding. They said he is the greatest of all time, the GOAT.
The GOAT.
Whoa.
So shout out to Bill. Good job. And
yeah.
They also for Frontier Camp they said Richard disapproved. We don't know what that means.
Sorry, Richard,
but we're sorry, Richard. Yeah. Well, I guess
try again.
If we'll hopefully you'll approve next time. Okay, let's see.
It kind of gets personal though, because I went and helped with Frontier Camp on Thursday or Tuesday night to do their, and I was like,
oh, you and Clayton both.
Yeah.
Oh, so
that's why.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's see. This one, okay, I got a couple for shooting sports here. This one from Troop 240 said shooting sports was a 5 out of 5. The guns were great to shoot. And
that's
then
good.
From Troop 113, they gave shooting sports 5 out of 5 and said those guys are crazy.
Yes,
which apparently that's a good thing because they gave it a high score. I don't know.
With love.
Yeah.
Yes.
I still think my favorite eval from the summer camps was the one about ecology that gave it a 5 out of 5, and then on comments it just said snake. That's all it said.
That was one of the years that we had a snake to show the scouts and everybody. But that's all you need to know. Snake. Come to ecology.
Yep.
On this week, we also got one comment on ecology that said 5 out of 5 Uno reverse card.
Oh yeah.
And if it's an inside joke for people who have seen the campfire, the Monday night campfire, so I won't ruin the joke right now.
So
we'll wait till Monday to ruin it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
When you get here.
Yeah.
When you see the campfire.
So, Judy.
Yes.
We're gonna have to get through these questions now.
Okay.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A beach bum.
Oh, it's the Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, okay. So what does a beach bum do?
Lays on the beach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that should have been the word of the day. You don't know what a bum is?
Oh, no, yeah, I do.
Okay, well then why did you ask?
I just wanted her to elaborate, you know.
Chill, relax.
Yeah, it's all you want to do all your life.
You are at the beach a lot.
I know.
No.
So would you say
I am grown up?
Oh, okay.
So we talked about what you do at camp. This is how many years have you worked here?
4 years.
But you
4 something.
Right. As an official like staff. But you've done stuff like outside of camp, helping out and around. How long have you been like in the scouting program, like helping with camp specifically?
33 years.
Wow. Is that counting the 4 year or the 6 years or okay. Yeah. Okay.
Day camp, Fun with Sun, Weeblos camp.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot you'd done a lot of that stuff with Fun with Sun. Because I think you ran not to make you like feel old, but I think that you were running like day camp and Weeblos camp when I was coming as a Weeblo.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. So, and then like what kind of troop experience? I know you've had a couple kids that have went through scouting and stuff. So what kind of troop experience and years in scouting in general have you had?
So I have a son that's Eagle, and then I have a grandson that's Eagle. And went through the first time with my son program, and then when my grandson came along, I came back again. Cub master, assistant scoutmaster, committee chair.
Yes, you've done it all almost. Well, what troop are you? Because you're in a troop right now.
Right, Troop 113 in Bristol.
113. Wow.
That loves scouting or that loves shooting.
Of course they do.
Well, they said shooting sports was crazy.
Yes,
but I guess they're crazy too, so it's even.
No.
Okay, Judy, what is your favorite campsite and your favorite shelter?
Oh, definitely Beaver.
Okay. And you can't pick headquarters for your favorite shelter.
The headquarters shelter, though, it's long gone. Doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
You all tore it down to have you all.
We didn't tear it down personally.
Well, no, I was a part. I put the headquarters shelter in the dumpster.
Oh man,
I was a part of that. Yeah.
Wow.
Brutal. Favorite shelter. It's not really shelter, but the chapel.
That's
a shelter.
Counts.
Yeah.
Because to sit up there and
that's true. That is a really nice place to be up there because
the view up there.
Mm-hmm. And then you always get that breeze where it's up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice.
I don't remember what I said when we did these questions like a year ago, but I don't know if I was thinking of that as a shelter, but it is definitely my favorite. So
yeah. It's always relaxed. It seems more peaceful up there. Like, it's just weird. You walk up that hill and it's strange.
Yeah.
Because it's a chapel.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then looking down, the view from that hill down onto the lake is beautiful. And I remember being really, well, for one thing, sad when they first started the construction there because it was just a bunch of dirt and so it was ugly. But then I remember being sad that they were going to put a big dining hall there because I thought it would block the view. And yeah, it's not the same as when it was just a field, but it still is a really nice view with that dining hall.
You do know that before the dining hall was there, it was just a bunch of dirt. It just had grass.
Yeah, grass on it. Yeah, the grass makes it prettier. All right.
But okay. This one's going to be fun. What are some of your pet peeves? It's like I got to narrow it down to just a couple.
Yeah, a couple.
It's probably us.
Yeah, just you guys being here.
Being on podcasts.
Yeah, that's true. Michaela last week said that her biggest pet peeve was hearing her own. Or no, that was it. Never mind. Forget that. Forget I said that.
That's me who said that.
No. We'll talk about it in just a second.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yep. Pet peeves. People that whine, that are just negative, and people that don't keep their word.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you they'll do something and they don't do it.
They're not trustworthy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry that robotics kit's been sitting in your office for like 4 months now.
What?
like the very first staff training, she asked me to move there's a singular robotics kit that was in her office, and she asked me to put it back, and I never have.
And it's still there?
I think so.
Probably.
I think it's still just sitting there.
Hayden, when we drive back up to headquarters from our secret location, you probably should move that robotics kit.
So is that why you blindfolded? This is a secret. This is a secret location.
Yep, you weren't supposed to tell them that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you didn't tell me that.
Well, Judy, what embarrasses you the most? And this is what Michaela said was hearing her own voice on recording.
Oh yeah, I don't like talking in front of people.
Why?
We're right here. You don't like talking in front of us?
Yeah, but you're not people.
We're more
not people.
we're more beside her. It's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't like standing in front of people, and I can teach a class,
Bro.
But I don't like just to stand up and talk.
Okay.
I know that surprises you. Yeah.
Do you prefer to sit down and talk? Or
Well, no, you're a pretty social person. Like, when somebody walks in the office, you're normally the first one to talk, and you know.
I like that. That's one-on-one, but to stand up in front of a group. And,
that's just like one on however many's there.
So you don't want to be in one of our skits at Campfire?
Probably not.
Okay.
No.
I think you would be a fun addition to the program.
I come up with your ideas.
We never came up with the Doritos cheer.
I know.
Yeah, we still need to figure that out.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, we'll update you later. Next question.
Okay. What is your favorite Trading Post snack?
Oh, chocolate.
Anything
Hershey's.
chocolate?
Anything chocolate.
Which kind?
Just the Hershey bar.
Oh, okay.
But like dark chocolate.
Oh no, milk chocolate.
Okay.
Only milk chocolate.
If you said dark chocolate, we weren't gonna be able to be friends. Dark chocolate is it's just not good.
It's not good. It's bitter.
It's not as sweet, but it's good.
Well, why would you eat chocolate if it wasn't sweet?
Exactly.
It can be a little bit sweet, but not. It's not. It's not overbearing, and it's very healthy too.
Oh, and Hershey's Kisses can cure anything.
Yeah, did you see the off-brand Hershey Kiss that was in the... So Judy keeps a little box of candy on her desk. And did you see there was like off-brand Hershey Kisses in there?
I didn't buy those.
Okay, well, I forget what they were called. They were like hippies or something. It was weird. That was just completely different.
Man, Dale had some candy in his office on Friday, and I came into his office, and I was a little bit upset because I thought that the Texas troop had stolen our state flags and put their flags up instead. And I went to tell Dale and tell on him, and then Dale said, "Yeah, I gave him permission to do that. It's fine. We do that all the time." And I was like, Oh man, I wanted you to be mad, Dale. And then he said, "Here, take some candy. It'll make everything better." And he had like 2 chocolate things left in his bag that he was eating out of. He gave them to me, and it made everything better. And
that was a whole other side of you.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had that side in you.
Well, it was just because the Tennessee and Virginia flags weren't where they go, and so I didn't know where they were, so I thought they'd been taken.
Listen, you break a rule, and Zev gets serious.
I care about our flags, but it was all fine. It was all by permission in Texas. I apologize for being upset at you. Texas is cool.
Yeah, the entire state is that true.
Yeah, the troop also is cool. Yeah. I mean, specifically. All right, Judy, great question here. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Why don't you give me this list beforehand?
Because it's supposed to be organic.
Yeah, you got to think on the fly.
Superpower. I don't think zapping stupid people. That doesn't.
Maybe.
Yeah, that sounds like a superpower. You just get like an electric fence around you, though.
Maybe that's a super villain power, like zap people with lightning, you know?
Yeah.
See, I thought you were going to say like invisibility, so that way you can just be sitting in the office, but just be invisible so no one knows you're there.
Nobody knows I'm there.
Exactly. Yeah. So that way, you, like a scoutmaster, somebody comes in and you're like, I don't want to deal with them.
Push the button.
You flip your clothes sign and you just disappear. Yes. So what is your... Oh, well, okay. This one's going to be a strange question. What is your favorite class that you have taken or you've taught, but you've never taught merit badges or anything here?
You never know. She might have.
I've taught at powwow.
Okay.
Like how to take Cub Scouts camping.
Okay. So like a leader class.
Yes.
Okay.
And one of the things that I told them was you never use a wet pot holder to pick up a hot Dutch oven. Mm-hmm. And one of the leaders in the back was like, yeah, and they had a scar across their hand where they had picked up the Dutch oven with a wet pot holder.
Wow. Well, PSA, don't do that.
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Can you tell us a camp story? Or have you already told all yours? I don't know. I mean, you've been here a long time. I'm sure you got more.
Wow, gosh.
Hey, what?
Man, I mean, y'all know how to hurt a girl.
You said you've been here a long time.
Yeah, I have one. We discussed it a minute ago. I am terrified of storms.
Okay.
I do not enter any circumstances like storms. And we were here for Weeblows camp, and it came one of those storms, and we had to evacuate the campsites and go to the dining hall.
Yeah, the STEM center now.
The STEM center now, the dining hall then. And we spent 2 days and 2 nights sleeping on the floor, having classes, eating. The lights were out. The ladies were preparing.
Just turn them back on.
Because when there's a storm, it sometimes takes the power out.
It does. That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially here at camp. Because, I mean, one tree falls down. The whole thing.
The power went out on Friday for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
In all of camp.
Yeah, which really scared me because my alarm clock in my cabin it was like set an hour early, and because the power went out. And so I got up this morning and, I was just relaxing. I was like, oh, okay, I'll get up, drink some milk, whatever, go brush my teeth and all that stuff. And I look up and it says 7:45 and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I had to find my phone really quick and it was just like 6:45 and I was like, okay.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it stressed me out a lot.
So that was a scary. I mean, had to do some deep soul searching to put on a happy, bright, brave face.
Yeah, well, you only had 300 of your closest friends there in the same spot.
Yeah.
So that's your favorite camp story? I didn't say favorite actually.
That's my scariest.
Okay. Well, that counts. Yeah. That counts.
At least you got food too. You're right there at the dining hall.
That's true. Yeah,
that's a good place.
Yeah. All right. I had to look on my phone to find the question from the previous guest because I forgot to write it in the notepad. Sorry. But Michaela asked, if you had to wear one Halloween costume for the rest of your life, what would it be? Like not just on Halloween, just like you're always a costume.
Tie-dyed.
Is that a Halloween costume?
You said it didn't have to be a Halloween
No,
costume.
I said, well, it is a Halloween costume, but you have to wear it for your entire life.
Well, I made a Hershey's Kiss costume one time.
I thought you were going to say a beach bum.
I've been a strawberry shortcake.
There you go.
Like the cake or the character?
The character.
Okay. Well, you just said you dress up as a Hershey Kiss. I thought maybe there was a theme. Like
all of our Halloween costumes are food.
Yeah, food related. Yeah.
So would you dress as strawberry shortcake for the rest of your life?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that.
I said Hayden. That would be my costume.
Grumpy old man.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah.
But
I think I would dress as like
a
James Bond or like Indiana Jones at the beginning of Temple of Doom, where he has like the white shirt and the red rose.
Somebody that has muscles.
I want no, not muscles. I want like a snazzy suit, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like if I'm gonna, it has to be a costume that's like actual clothes, but that looks nice.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, I feel like in some occasions a suit's a little much. You'd have to wear that for the rest of your life.
It is.
You walk into McDonald's and you're like fully decked out in a suit.
I'd do it. As long as I have multiple that I can like wash and change, you know?
Yeah. No, you get one suit the rest of your life.
The rest of your life.
That's it.
Okay.
So a question for the next person. So it can be anything that you would like to ask the next person. You don't get to know who the next person is. So it's a question.
What's the one thing they could change about themselves?
Ooh. Deep question.
Yeah. Self-reflection.
We'll have to see what they say.
Yes.
I'm sure it'll not be as good as you think it would be, because
it's a Camp Davy Crockett staff member. They're probably not going to be, I don't know.
Not that deep.
Yeah. Maybe. You never know. Well, Hayden, I'm sorry I failed you, but I did not collect enough staff quotes this week.
No.
To add the segment. I do have one, if you want to have just the one, or I could save it for next week.
It's up to you.
Okay. I'd have to also look on my phone for it, because do you want to guess the quote?
Who said it?
That's what I'm asking you.
We have to guess who said it. So he's going to read it to us, and we get to guess.
Scissors, egg rolls, basically the same thing.
See, this is the hard part. You have to sit here and you have to go through 50 staff members' names in your head, and then you inevitably forget one. And
well, Hayden claims that he thinks of all of them, so that when I say it, he can be like, "Oh, I was thinking of that."
I do. I go through all 50 in my mind.
Scissors and an egg roll.
I'm going with Ross.
I say Dylan.
It was Ross.
You actually got it
right. That was a setup.
He's never gotten one right before. Maybe one or two. I don't know. But
I used my investigative skills because I realized it had to be somebody that he sat with, and that's like the only two people you sit with is Dylan and Ross.
What? I sit with you all the time.
And
yeah, but he knows he didn't.
I know I didn't say that.
Right. Okay. Well,
man, I'm so proud of myself.
Man,
we can end right here. Done.
Okay.
Podcast over forever. This is the highlight of my life.
Well, Judy, do you have anything more to say for the good of the cause?
This was stressful.
But we did great. I had fun.
Yeah. This is a really fun episode.
Yeah. And you're almost over.
Yeah. Talk about stepping out of the box.
Yeah.
This is
more of a circle, but
well, out of the box, into the circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you put me at the back too.
Yeah.
So.
We always put our guests in the middle so that they can't escape.
Yes.
Exactly.
I figured that one out when I walked in.
We've just got one more thing to discuss, and that's the thought of the day. And this one is pretty out there. So imagine that all 7 billion people are in one place, okay? Like in the world. Like they go to Africa or something. And we're all standing there on the continent of Africa. And we plan it somehow that if we jump, will the Earth spin out of orbit?
Have you not used this one before?
I don't know.
Because I don't know if he said it on the podcast.
We've talked about this.
This is a question that Hayden's been asking me for years.
I think that, because it's the whole every action has an equal or opposite reaction, and so if we all go stand in one spot and we jump, does the Earth shift?
Well, wouldn't they shift just because everybody was all in one spot and it wasn't equal?
Would it? Would the Earth become unbalanced and start like a spinning
Would it go down to the bottom? I mean, would we be hanging on the
I
bottom?
think you're overestimating the like how much of the Earth's mass is humans.
I don't know, but I like to imagine that when I go outside and I jump around, that the Earth is slowly going down.
There's somebody somewhere going, "Oh, what was that? Did somebody jump?"
Yes.
Maybe that's what earthquakes are.
Yeah, it's just other people jumping
on the other side of the world.
Yeah. We figured out.
We've solved it.
Yeah.
Was it you who asked me earlier why the ocean doesn't fall off?
Yeah.
Like,
it still doesn't make sense.
Was that on the podcast or was that? I don't remember, but we were talking about I think it was because we were talking about the thought of the day last week. Oh
if you take a tennis ball or something circular and you dump water on it, it doesn't stay, right? So how does the water on the Earth stay? That don't make sense.
The Earth's bigger than the tennis ball, so it falls to the Earth.
That's what waves are, just water trying to get away.
Oh, that's a new outlook. Yeah, that's a new perspective.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing. If you were to take all the world's fans and put them in one spot in the same direction and turn them all on, would the Earth start spinning fast? And then at what point would it go fast enough to start flinging people off?
I think it's time.
Oh my goodness. Why do I hang out with you?
Yeah, these are the things we need to know the answers to.
We need to try them out. Camp Davy Crockett.
Before they come to Camp Davy Crockett for the summer, if anybody has the answers, they need to bring them with them.
Yes.
The answers are the people.
If they're a fan scientist or a jumping scientist, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Judy, it's been awesome to have you here. This wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be.
No, it's not.
Just sit and talk.
Yeah.
So
thank you for having me.
Anytime.
Thank you for being here.
Okay. Well, I think that's it.
It's a great day to be a scout at Camp Davy Fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Camp Davy Chronicles. It's a podcast about Camp Davy Crockett.